The rain was steady over Sterling Tower, blurring the glass and rushing down the marble steps outside. Inside the grand lobby, people hurried with their umbrellas, eyes fixed on elevator panels, while in the corner a janitor moved quietly with his mop. His name was Daniel Ruiz. To most, he was invisibly just another worker in blue coveralls, but there was a quiet strength in him, a gentleness that no one at the billion-dollar tech company ever noticed. On the top floor, Cassandra Sterling sat in her corner office, staring at a small wooden box on her desk. It was cracked, its brass hinge rusted. It hadn't worked since her father's funeral of years ago. The music box had been his gift to her as a child, the one he wound every night as he whispered, "As long as this plays, you'll never be alone." Now she was alone, surrounded by wealth, feared by her employees, envied by rivals, but empty inside. She had tried everything: restorers, jewelers, technicians. No one could fix it. The silence of the box haunted her more than anything. The office door opened suddenly. She turned sharply, ready to snap. But it wasn't her assistant. It was the janitor, holding his mop, startled to find her there. "I'm sorry, Mom," he said quickly. Thought this floor was clear. She might have dismissed him on any other day. She would have, but grief weighed too heavy. Almost mockingly, she pushed the box toward him. "If you can resurrect this," she said coldly, "I'll let you steal me away." It was sarcasm, meant to cut. But Daniel didn't laugh. He picked up the box gently, as though it were alive. "This melody," he whispered, "I think I know it. My grandmother used to hum something just like this." Cassandra blinked. "That's impossible. It hasn't played in years." "Not from the box," Daniel said softly, "from memory. Sometimes broken things carry a trace of what they were. If you listen long enough, you can bring them back." His words unsettled her. No one spoke to her this way without fear, without calculation. That night, Daniel took the music box home to his tiny apartment above a laundromat. With worn tools and steady hands, he cleaned the gears, polished the brass, adjusted the spring. It wasn't just repair, it was patience, almost reverence. He remembered his grandmother's words: "If you respect what's broken, it will show you how to heal it." The next morning, Cassandra found him waiting in her office. He handed her the box. "It's not perfect," he said, "but dry." Her fingers trembled as she wound the key. For a heartbeat, nothing. The faint, fragile notes began to play. The melody of her childhood, uneven but alive, filled the room. Cassandra froze. Tears spilled down her face before she could stop them. She hadn't cried in years, not at meetings, not at betrayals, not even at the funeral. But now, in front of a janitor, she broke open. When the song ended, she wiped her cheeks quickly, ashamed. "How did you?" Daniel only smiled. "You don't need to make something perfect. You just need to make it sing again." For days afterward, Cassandra found excuses to see him. She learned he had once studied engineering but dropped out to care for his grandmother. He worked quietly, humbly, always helping others. And in his presence, she found herself admitting things she had never told anyone: how lonely she was, how empty her victories felt. But soon whispers spread. Executives questioned why the CEO spent time with a janitor. One investor sneered in a meeting, "Our company's image is at stake. What will Wall Street think when they see our leader consorting with a janitor?" The old Cassandra, the cold, ruthless shah, rose inside her. She could have crushed the man with words. But instead, she thought of Daniel and his music box. She stood tall. This company was built on vision, on seeing value where others see none. If a janitor can repair what experts could not, then maybe it's time I listen to him. Not for Wall Street, for the music that matters. Silence filled the boardroom. After the meeting, Cassandra found Daniel in the lobby. People stared as she walked directly to him. "I think it's time," she said softly. "You stole me away." But Daniel shook his head gently. "I won't steal you. If you want to walk with me, I'll hold your hand." Her breath caught. For years she thought love meant possession, control, or bargains. But now she understood it meant giving, resurrecting not only what was broken in objects, but what was broken inside her. And as the music box played softly between them, Cassandra Sterling of the untouchable show let herself be carried away, not by force, but by kindness.